Good morning. Good morning. Make sure my mic's working. It looks like it is. All right. So 7 o'clock's here. Thank you, Laura, for a new day to trade. This is not financial advice, educational purposes only. So the only trade I've taken this morning was actually a long position on RAPP. I thought it was trading like a low float squeeze, and so I just got in to see if I could write it up, but it actually isn't a low float, but it is squeezing like it is a low float. So not really sure there, but let's see what news we get. Let me get my trade ideas pulled up. I always forget to pull it up online. But yeah, I'm probably not going to short RAPP. It's out of my price range. OCTO got a pop right here at 7. So the low Ks were expensive earlier, so I haven't messed with it. But it's very tempting to try to get into this one. Pull it up in just a second. OCTO. So I just got me a starter at 432, but I don't know anything about this company. So I'm going to do some due diligence real quick. What else is moving, guys? BMR is up about 18%. Yeah, I got to figure out what's going on with and it's only low dilution risk. I wonder if I should take profits quick on this one. I'm going to see if it flushes here, but what is the news on it? 250 private placement to launch WorldCoin Treasury. All right. I'll see if it just flushes a little bit back down to reality, but if this starts breaking new highs, I'll just cut. What did RAPP do? And now it's finally stalling. Again, like I was saying, I thought it was like a low float reverse split stock squeeze in here, but I guess not. Okay, you got trade ideas up. Oh, not wait. You played it from 471 to 429. Where's it at now? Nice, bro. I'm waiting to see if it flushes a little bit more, but that was a crazy good entry, bro. BMR is moving a little bit, but it's going back up. It's only up 20%. So I'm going to hold off on this one, but okay, Go is flushing a little bit. I actually trimmed half my position at 423 because, again, crypto treasury plays have my number this year. They're obviously not moving like they used to be, but there's some interest in this one. Obviously, it's up 200%. So I'm only in 500 shares now, and I'm just going to see if they fall. If it breaks a new high, I'm just going to get out. What's RAPP doing? Does kind of look like it's topping out here, but I'm not going to mess with it. Let me double check the float on this one, because FinVid says it was like pretty high, but sure is not trading. Well, after 7, now it's trading a little bit more reasonably, but let's see. Yeah, 17 million float. It's not bad. funny because it's tempting to take a short position and then just get out if it squeezes past 40. But I've just seen when they do squeeze, they sometimes squeeze very fast. Like it can go from 40 to, 50 pretty quick. So I got a little entry at 39, and I'm just going to see if I'm just going to try to, as soon as it breaks 40, I'm not even waiting for a close. I'm just going to get out. Not in my price range that I usually play. I'm playing it very small, just in case. As soon as it breaks 40. I mean, like I said, just can't get caught up in another one of these squeezes, but I'm in small just to see if it drops here. PMR is look like it's flushing. OCTO is slowly falling. What's even the market cap of RAPP? It just has so much it could fall. So I'm going to trade it small, tight stop. Oh, this is a big company. I'm going to just go ahead and take profit right here. I'm in the money barely, but this ain't my style of company. So I'm out. Made very little on it, but I felt this was a smaller market cap. So it's still probably going to flush, but this is just it's just out of my normal wheelhouse. Could I make money on it? Probably, but there's a lot of things I don't like about it, so I'm out. Didn't even make $100 on that play, but made a little bit, so I'll take it. Okay, back to shorting. BMR. Any of y'all playing this one? What's the news with it? Let me look it up. BMR. Yeah, yellow for overall offering risk. Jeez, what's going on with the news? BMR. Live 4K quality enhancement with NVIDIA. Oh my gosh, they just dropped NVIDIA news or BS NVIDIA news. The technology integrated with NVIDIA HoloScan. This isn't a collab though. It sounds like they're just using their equipment. This seems a little fluffy, but it's only up 20%. So I'm gonna wait, but it could flush because it's just not even good news. Oh, it's tempting to get some up here, but I'm gonna play this retest candle, and oh my gosh, I got in just in time. Wow. So I went ahead and got out, got in at 330, high 330s, 1,000 shares, got out 320. Just playing the little scalp here because I think it could flush because, like I said, it's BS news, but I'd like to see them up a little bit. Oh, I should have stayed in RAPP. Dang. So I'm not in anything right now. I went ahead and closed Octo as well. It wasn't falling fast enough. Very little scalps on all these. My biggest win today is actually long on RAPP. But it did just flush a decent amount here. Let me get the comments pulled up. Yeah, Alexander, 340 is probably not a bad entry, but again, it's only up 20%. I feel like these 20% pops are like short traps sometimes. People get in. And then once a decent amount of people get in, then once it starts breaking new highs, it kind of squeezes up to 50+% pretty quick. But this one probably will flush since it's kind of trash news. Okay. And thank y'all for hopping on, guys. Appreciate all the likes. See, we got a few already. Appreciate it. Yeah, BMR definitely could flush here. Oh, here, and it's happening. There it goes without me. But that's okay. Octo might give us trouble soon, so I'm not in it. That was a pretty strong move at 650 leading up to 7. So made a little bit of money on it, but I don't love any of these plays. So I'm about to wait and see what happens. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, same, Alex. With these, it's kind of hard when it's at this 20% range because we know that the news looks like fluff because it looks like they're just using their equipment. Probably me and you could probably buy their equipment. I mean, I don't know if it's that easy to get, but the point is, like, it's not that impressive news. I just don't want to get caught in a squeeze up. But at least these candles, lower high, lower high, lower high. So it might just fail here, but I'm gonna wait. Either everything is up hundreds of percent in a price range I don't like, or BMR, I would just like to see it pop up a little bit more. Is there any other levels? Let's see. Oh, so there are some levels. Bro, any of y'all watch the Bills game last night with the Ravens? That was a crazy game. I don't talk about football a lot on here, but that was a crazy game. I enjoyed it. Octo, it is, again, this one's tempting as well, especially as it makes this next move up to test highs. Where's it at right now? Oh, it's all the way up here, 450. Oh. I mean, this is a little tempting. Look at this spike right here. Might not be a bad entry, and then close if it breaks above 5, because 5 is just right here above it. This one's tempting, I must say. So I got in at 469, 500 shares, and it's already broken through that. But I'm gonna add 500 more shares right here. Oh, it's breaking 5 though. I mean, I'm down in my position, but I'm not sweating it too much. I'm more just trying to decide if I want to add to it right here or cut. I'm adding to it. Adding to it might not be the hindsight might not be the best move, but if it breaks a new high, I'll get out. So I'm only in 1,000 shares, so it's a little flush and I'll be in the money. My average is 485. There we go. In the money now, but would like to see a little bit more of a flush here. Oh, Alex, no, I didn't see the Falcons Tampa Bay game. I've heard one other person mention it was a good game too. Anthony, at what time do you begin trading? 7, basically. Like maybe 6:45. Like today, I jumped in wrap around 6:45, 6:50. I'll pull up the charts. If I see something I like that might fail or fade at 7, I'll jump in sometimes. But most of the time, I'll take my first position with y'all in live. And if y'all can hear me, my mic was super far away. I always forget to do that, move it closer. But yeah, I usually start trading like right at 7. But when I'm setting up, if I see something I like, I'll jump in. I kind of was hoping to see this fail a little bit harder. So if it holds over 5, I might just dip out. The news, it's just hard to perceive what this news is going to do. I'm gonna be patient for a second. Friend said hour is climbing. HOUR. Oh, I'm not interested. Yeah, so I'm like right at the money with Octo, or OCTO. So I'm just going to give it a second, see if it flushes a little bit more. But I don't love this play. I'm going to play the resistance, but for some reason I'm just like I'm not. I feel like I should have a better feeling about it. It's up 230%, but this crypto news, it just feels like it might stick. But be patient. It'd be nice if, what is it? No, it's only 718. If we get some new PRs, might could pull attention away from this play, but I think it wants to get over 5. But feeling good where I'm at. We'll see. See how it plays out. If it gets over 511 again, I'm going to just cut. And if it holds over 5, I'll probably cut. So it's back over 5. See if it can hold. Definitely not to flush quick. I would love to see it flush back to like 420 to the 9, but let's see. Kind of just hanging around my average. My average is 485, so good green can or good red candle here. Why would I say green? Good red candle. Like to see it fall below this candle. Where is that at? About 470, 469. Anything else moving now? Not really. But yeah, hopefully we'll have another solid week. It seemed like a lot of people in the Discord did well this past week. Didn't see very many posts in the losses, if any, but we had a lot of flexes, so that's good. Maybe we'll have another good week this week. CJ, I see you're on. You had a crazy day. Oops, I'm gonna get out of this one now. Dang. You had a crazy day. Was it Friday? But a lot of other people had good days too. So I'm out of it. Took a little loss on it, but not that surprised. Y'all could hear me talk through the whole process. I mean, it just wasn't giving it back quick. Probably should have just got out at break even, but I'm gonna leave this one alone for a little bit. I haven't made very much from shorting this morning. Like I said, my biggest play so far was RAPP from 33 to like 38.75, I think, where I got out. But there'll be an opportunity soon. But Octo is going a little crazy right now, and it's crypto treasury news. And we've seen these type of moves in the past where they just don't give it back. So again, crypto treasury news isn't what it used to be, but this is can't deny this move. This one looks pretty solid, and it broke past some of these key levels I like to play. So maybe it could be going to some little gap up in this area, but that's a long ways off. So I'm not going to be holding it till then. Yeah, it probably could. That's why I'm going to leave it alone. Probably should have went long on this one too. But yeah, I ended up losing a couple hundred on that one. That's all right. A lot of things I didn't like about it. They have BMNR in the headline. It's already up to 6. Whew, glad I got out. This is not the one to average up on. Well, maybe we'll get some PRs here in 5 minutes because I just don't like anything that's moving right now. I don't want to force a trade. Man, that's a crazy candle right here. 1 5-minute candle covered basically over $1 from 473. Now it's raging some more. Oh my gosh, look at it go. Okay, well, we're getting close to that level. I don't know if this thing is just, so where's these gaps? So we're kind of where the gaps are on the gap hill. It could fail here, but this thing is looking pretty wild. I don't know if I want to play it again. It's tempting though. I might get just a little starter on it, but I feel like I'm fighting something that's probably not worth fighting. Since since there's a little bit of gap fill right here, and since it's about to be 7:30, I might take just a little tiny entry on it, but yeah, a little baby position here, 300 shares. I'm just going to try it. If it breaks 7, I'm just going to cut. I don't have much to lose on it. but this is very high risk. I'm assuming I'm gonna lose this one, but if it flushes, I'm gonna be happy. So assuming a loss, that's why I'm only in 300 shares. This will make it super clear. I'm fighting a massive trend right now. That's not a recipe for success. So if it breaks above 7, I'm just gonna get out. Just expecting at least a red candle at some point. If any 7:30 news is going to come out now, let's see what's anything moving. So I'm actually at break even right now. So I just trimmed it down to 200 shares. So I'm only in 200 shares. That's 671. So I'm in the money now, but I'm gonna just hold these 200s just to see if it flushes a little bit more here. Actually, I'm probably gonna get out. I just don't like this play. I keep going back and forth, guys, but trying to be more cautious. And there's just a lot of things not to like about this one. So got out, made a couple dollars on it, basically break even. But it's looking strong. There's nothing to play right now. There's nothing that looks entertaining. Yeah. For a Monday, too, it's wild. I mean, there's things moving, but just nothing that meets my criteria. Good morning, Fran. Yeah, it's definitely a crypto play. All right, well, I'm just going to sit on my hands for a little bit. See if anything else presents itself. Good morning, Ian. Saber, I'm not touching this one, so risky. Yeah, no, it's pretty risky for sure. I think it's risky for both sides with where it's at right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it flushes, comes back to reality too. After this many massive green candles up. That's why I was going to short it right here, which I probably should have stayed in it. But I wouldn't be comfortable in a long position here or short. Kind of in like an area that the next move kind of decides its trajectory, I think. Would like to see a big flush here, but it hasn't done that yet since 7, so, but I'm out of it. HOUR is popping right at $5. Thanks for the heads up. This looks a little interesting. Locates are cheap, so I want to go ahead and grab some. Okay, I'm entering. In the ooh, maybe I shouldn't have. Probably should have waited on backside of this one. That was a crazy move. So my average is 539. I would like to see this candle close, not the opposite direction though. What a strong move. I entered light, only 500 shares. Thank God I did. That was a crazy. I'm still in it because I'm just gonna wait to see what this candle does right here. But this one is that's a pretty crazy move though. So I'm in my full 1,000 shares now. Added some into 560s. So I'm right at break even where it's at right now. I don't have the best average, but let's see what it does. I can see it flushing right here. That was a crazy move. This is still attention from Octo? Of course it did. Playing the wrong play as usual. Money rotation. Don't chase the ones that are moving always, but that's all right. Nice flush on Octo. Yeah, it was due for one of these moves. I'm not saying it's not going to keep going up. It probably is, but it was due for a little bit of a pullback right here. Oh, I'm in the money. Let me cover some of these with HAOUR. Because I ended up getting in 1,500 shares. That's way too big a position for this one. So I'm only in 1,000 now. Waiting to see if it flushes a little bit more here. Getting a little bit of a flush here. Trimmed again because my average was over 550. So now I'm just sitting on 500 shares. I'm just going to hold these for the most part. If I get a clean flush, I'll get out. But holding these 500, see if it flushes back to $5. And got filled at 513. Now I'm only in 300 shares. And I won't just close these in the 520s. Or should I hold? I'm gonna just hold these 300, see what happens. Cool. All right, I'm out. So I'm just completely out of it now. Might play a retest if it gets back up there. Made a couple $100 for it. Not very good for how heavy I was at one point, but these things are just not flushing like I want them to after they make these moves like this. Because once it makes, and you'll probably know from following me enough, once it makes an intense move like this, I want to see a flush pretty quickly. Because the longer it hangs out, especially over a high like this, it does make me nervous. Yes, this candle didn't close technically above it, and this one looks like it's struggling as well, but I like to see a little bit cleaner, quicker flush. Like I said, I made a couple hundred on it, but I'm kind of tempted to re-enter too now that the candle's back red. Let me see. How do I want to play this? Because it seems like it's struggling to hold back over here. So this is, if it makes another move up, actually, I'm gonna get back in right here. Because this level right here, it is clearly struggling to hold over, but I'm gonna have a tight stop on it. So if it does hold over it, gets over 550, 560, I'll probably just get out. So entered 300 shares at 5, what did we get at? 537. Probably enter another 500 shares at 569, but if it breaks a new high, I'm just gonna get out. So I'm just gonna get out. I'm not gonna play. This is what I was a little nervous of, and then it ended up doing it again. Oh, no, that one's on me. Still in it because I'm not in super heavy, but not liking it. Not liking it. Not trading too good this morning. So 1,000 shares, 565 now. So I'm probably about to get creamed right here. So 95% insider. Is this hour? I've been playing it all these days. I didn't know it had 95% ownership. All right, I'm probably about to get out if it gets over 6. Jeez, none of these plays are playing out how I want them to. I totally forgot how to order waiting at 595. So I got filled there too. So my average is actually pretty good now. It's 570. Wait, what is it? 573.3. So not bad, but if it breaks over 6, I got to get out pretty quick because I'm in a little heavier than I would prefer to be. But let's see if it flushes. I don't think it will, honestly. I think it's probably gonna break 6, but let's see. $573 average. If it gets below that, y'all know how I'll trade these sometimes. I'll just get my position a little bit smaller. So I'll probably start covering in the 570s. Come on, just drop back to 576. Hit my, there we go. Okay. I'm only in 1,000 shares now, basically break even where it's at. So feeling a little bit better. I can breathe a little bit better. In the money, but barely in the money. I would like to see a little bit more of a flush here. Okay, I'm going to cover some here. So I'm only in 500 shares now, covered in the 560s. Making pennies on this, but whatever. I survived it. So I was down 400 bucks on that play for a second. So I'm leaving it alone. I don't even want to play it anymore. Between what you said, Alex, with the insider ownership. And again, it could flush here, but I don't like that look at these wicks. Higher, higher, higher. So it's looking like it's gaining strength. And y'all know I don't look at volume, but what does the volume look like? Oh yeah, and the volume looks pretty solid as well. So I'm just gonna, this is the problem when there's not a lot of things moving. Probably forcing some trades. Gosh, Octo is so tempting at this level, man. Any of y'all play in Octo? Or are we all scared of it? I mean, not in a bad scared way, like a smart scare. I went ahead and entered 500 shares, 663. So let's see if we get a flush here. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. So I went ahead and got out 634. So 500 shares at 663, 500 shares out at 634. It's little baby wins today. I'm scared to hold any of these. These are scary. So yeah, not trading anything else until I see something better. I'm forcing some trades here. It's working out. I'm making pennies, but I'm going to sit on my hands until I see another pop. I don't like any of these anymore. I feel like one of these are going to break my heart in a second, so leaving it alone. Oh, now hours flushing. Well, I'm sad I'm not in it, but that's all right. I'm up 800 on the morning, which feels insane because I feel like I'm trading so bad, but this RAPP definitely helped. The long position I took on it kind of padded my stats, but it feels like I'm not trading well. But these are hard tickers to trade if you're short, so I'm going to sit on my hands until 8 o'clock, see if I see something better. Yeah, a lot of billion plus market cap stocks moving this morning. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on. Sabre, you took a long on Octo. Nice. I don't know why I'm calling it Octo. OCTO. DUO. Alexandru said it's up 20%. That wasn't a bad pop. Yeah, that was a nice retest, actually. I don't mind a 20% pop if it's like a retest like this. Look at this. It was right up here in these levels. It's kind of here in that like no man's land. Like I wouldn't enter here because it could flush, but it could do what Howard did. Like it barely even acknowledged that high. So probably not going to play it where it's at here. But if it was up in the 410 to 15 again, I'd play it. But yeah, that was a nice little retest. Okay, I might get a chance. Grabbing some locates just in case. Yeah, it's not up as much as I'd like for it to be. You're right about that. Got an entry at 404. Not the best, but just a little baby entry just in case it flushes. Got another small entry at 419 and a big entry at 414. soon as I got in, it flushed back to 390. So I'm about 10 cents in the money, but I'm only in 400 shares, so it's not that much. Now it's going to flush, which I should be happy about, but I wanted to get a little bit bigger position before it flushed. Dang. Beast. Yeah, not playing Octo anymore. This one's going to hurt some shorts today. If it, I mean, I'm sure it already has. It almost hurt me. Thank you. Man, this has been like my least favorite morning. Oh, let's see if some more of my position got filled. No, it didn't. So my next entry is 409 and 414. So I got these slightly north of 4. Haven't taken any profit on them because it's only a few shares, but yeah, I don't even love this play either. Saber, you rich now, bro? Would you say your entry was? $6.25. $1.50 in the money. Ain't bad. Yeah, a lot of these probably aren't long. Or yeah, this one's probably not a bad long play since it's past that. That was the last. And again, I didn't like analyze the daily that much, but yeah, there's plenty of room for it to run. What a trash stock. Look at this. Gee, what in the world? So just, what was that? May of 22, it was trading for quote unquote around $2,200 a share. We all know it wasn't actually trading for that. It was all the reverse splits and stuff, but that tells you this is a trash company. But it all might change because they have a crypto treasury now. Yeah, this probably isn't a bad long, but I'm not there entering it here right here. Saber, you had a great entry on this one, bro. Oh, I got I'm gonna keep an eye on DUO. This is the only one I'm in technically. Should stay close to it. And I hope we get some good pops at 8. Trump and Sons own that crypto. What crypto? Yeah, so it's, you talking about friend? Yeah. So no, it is definitely on an uptrend, but I'm just playing the pop. I'm not trying to fight and hold this one all day. I'm just playing the retest pop. As soon as it gets back to VWAP, I will be out. WLF. Oh, is that what they're holding? Let me see. Yeah, we've been seeing more multi-day runners lately too. Remember last week there was quite a bit. Yeah, you can see my holy crap, so this is what this one popped to. Interesting. Okay. We were playing it yesterday. I didn't even draw, or Friday, or whenever it was. Actually, I don't know if I played this one. I played it at some point. Oh, I played the end of day fades on it. That's right. Which turned out pretty good because I got these two entries right here, but it wasn't the best Friday fades we've ever had, but there were some opportunities, but yeah, I'm not messing with it right now at this level. It could fail here for sure because it's struggling in this area, but not interested. BMR, should have jumped in that one. That one died. Trash. Don't short hour, it can run. Trend raider. I called you trendsetter. Trend raider. Now you're probably right, bro. I'm not messing with it. I don't think I felt comfortable in any of the shorts I've taken today. No, you're right. I've been having to get out at pennies on the dollar. We'll get an opportunity here in a second. 8 o'clock is 3 minutes away. Historically, 8 a.m. news on Monday has the most PRs. I wish I was in a play that I think could give back. Maybe DUO could, but I wonder if Octo retraces if there's a decent PR. But I don't really like to trade the money rotation on plays like this because look at this trend. I like the money rotation theory works the best when things are kind of trading like ignore all these candles kind of like sideways, like it's not sure what to do. Have the best luck with those. Kind of like hour. Hour might be a decent money rotation where people, now that it's fallen below that level, it's getting close to 7. This one might pull some money away from hour, but I'm not messing with it. There's not really any good money rotation plays, I think. Still in DUO. Small position, though. I don't really like it either. I don't think I've taken a short I liked today, but. All right, 2 minutes.
BMR.
8 o'clock. Let's see what we have.
ACRV.
ACRV. that a one from earlier?
BDRX, PT, INDP. XAIR,
XAIR, little pop here.
COCP,
COCP, what is that? COCP looks a little bit more interesting to me right now, so I'm grabbing some locates on it. They're cheap. $4, yeah, they're cheap. I don't like any of these plays. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't like any of them. They're not up. XAIR, eventually I might like it. Look at Duo. Jeez, everything's a fight this morning. It's breaking new highs now. And this is a Chinese stock, so I'm gonna wait to see what this candle does, but if it breaks past 430, I'm just gonna cut, because I think this is a Chinese ticker. I'm a little cautious with those. What in the world? So let me look at the daily on this one. Where's this one trying to go? I have a little resistance up here though. And then 200's at 564. It's not really any other key levels I like. ULY, let's see. Oh, and it's up 35%. Yeah, I just haven't seen it. Grab some locates. Probably gonna miss it. It looks like it's dying now. Jeez. Yeah, I didn't even see that one. It wasn't on my radar.
Rect,
So I'm in ULY now. What was that last alert? Wrecked? So where's the daily at? Or the 200 you're talking about? Okay. $6. I'm in it at 5, but oh, nice. Okay. What was the last update? I just got out at 469. Made a little bit on it. I was only in 500 shares. RECT. Oh Lord, that thing is up 71%. I should already looked at it. Oh, it's only up 38% now. Jeez. I already gave it all back. Oh, no, it's up 43. So I'm gonna pull it up real quick. I already missed most of the move though. It shot all the way up to $18. What in the world? Oh, I gotta keep an eye on Duo. What's it doing? forgot I was in it. Okay, we good. Look, it shot all the way up to 18 bucks. Still kind of tempted to play it here though, because this is just an, is it a tiny float or something? What's going on with this one?
Octo.
I feel like I'm just scrambling this. So I got a small entry at 6.99, nervously got it, and it's flushing here. Sadly, I'm only in 200 shares, but it's flushing. There we go. Man, I wish I had got more than 200 shares. I thought that was a bad entry. I'm out at 6.01. Still getting beat up a little bit on DUO. Moment of silence for all the shorts that got blown up on Rick. The move was so quick. I don't even know if people got blown up. This looks more like a bunch of people.
Octo.
But yeah, there's probably somebody that got wrecked. Because if you were short down here, like a multi-day short, could have got liquidated on that move. But let's see. Okay, DUO is finally flushing. Octo's still running? No. Wow, crazy. These are just messy plays, though. I don't like them. Okay, I'm basically my average for DUO is 416. Not that great, so I need a little bit more of a flush right here. Here it is. I'm gonna trim half of it right here. So I'm only in 500 shares now, so I'll see what the rest does. 6, 8, 9. So let me look at the news on this one. What's the news? Orphan drug designation. The most common and deadliest primary malignant brain cancer in adults. They had to throw that in there. So it's cool and all, but they haven't even started human trials, so they haven't accomplished anything. So I'm going to play this one. $3 retest maybe, but still, I wish it was up more. Okay, got in at 295. If it breaks new high, I'm just going to get out and re-enter a little bit later. Okay. Well, it's not closing above 3, but if it closes above 3, it's going to take, because I'm only out of the money 4 cents right now, because I got in at 3.95 or 2.95. So I'm going to play it, but again, I don't like these 30% pops very much. If it gets above 305, I'll just take a 10-cent loss on the move and just wait for it to run. Okay, I'm out. Lost about 11 cents on it. I was only in 500 shares, not too bad. So I'm going to see if it gets up a little bit higher, and I might look for another entry here shortly. It's crazy. Some of these live streams I feel like I can't miss, and today I feel like I can't. I don't know how I'm still green today. I got bailed out with that RAPP long earlier. Kind of padded my stats for the day. So I'm glad I got out when I did because this thing is still going. So yeah, when it gets up a little bit higher, marked off a few little levels, but I'll be interested in this one at some point, but I want to see it up a little bit more. Very ugly on AskEdgar, XAIR. DUO is finally dropping. So I'm going to just get out here. Again, making pennies on it. I got out at 412. But I guess that's what the day's going to be, or how the day's going to be.
Octo.
Why do I keep getting an alert for this? Yeah, I feel like I haven't had a clean play yet. I guess the cleanest was RECT or RECT, but I was only in 200 shares. Now I'll die completely. I got out at 6. Really want to get back in this one because it's just bloody on XAIR. It's bloody on AskEdgar. See from the screen, it only has 1 month of cash left. And then, how do I go back? Here. Then medium, offering availability, high, everything else. So, and it's flushing right now as we speak. This might be one of my least favorite pre-markets I've had in a long time. Geez, I'm way behind on comments, so let's see. I bet Ross is banking today, crazy critter. Yeah, no, today's a long day for sure. I'm just happy I'm green. I kind of gotten a little bit lucky, but I've had to work for it. So last time I had an orphan drug news for the same 421, it pumped about 60% at 4 p.m. Good to know. Good to know. XAIR FDA play. Yeah, but this one, I would have a hard time. Maybe if that's the theme, longs making extended games, but they haven't even had any trials. Like, this just basically means that they were just granted the orphan drug designation. They haven't even proven they can do everything they need. BG hour will be on my list long. I don't blame you. It's ready to bust out, I think. Oh, he's up 14K. That's not much for him. He should be feasting today. Jeez. Okay, I got a little starter on XAIR 319. Small position. I just think this one is going to lose steam. Like I said, small. I'm a little bit gambling with this level that I just entered, 319, but small position. This news is it's not that great. Okay, perfect. Now I'm gonna add some more right here on this test. Added some at 325. And we'll add some more at 334 if it gets there. So I'm in the money now. My average is 326 because my first entry was small. So I'm honestly just going to hold on to these. I want a decent win on the morning. And I think this one's going to give out when people read through the BS of the news. They received FDA orphan drug designations for its lead therapy and aggressive brain cancer. This marks the company's second ODD and its entry into oncology. GBM currently has limited treatment options. Should I take profit here? Should I hold this one? I'm in 800 shares, average 326. Probably should take profit, but I'm gonna hold on. Let's see. Early stage development therapy not yet in human trials, significant development time and costs ahead before potential commercialization, and they're broke. So what kind of options do they have? Dilution. I can't see it because I don't have the paid version, but look at their filings. Look, recent Form S3 and at the money offering. I don't know how much is still left of that. I'll get ChatGPT to look that up for me in a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of hang out in this one. I think between Octo and Hour, I think they have a better chance of running. Oh, look at Octo breaking new highs. Oof, beast mode for sure. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out in XAIR for a little bit. With my average being 326, I'm just gonna let it play a little bit. The worst case scenario, I cut if it breaks past the high at 336, and it might do that. But I want to see a little bit more of a flush on it. Might not get it, but I'll try. But still relatively small position, only an 800 shares. But if it gets back up to 334, I wanted to add 500 more. But yeah, up about 100 bucks on it. So nothing to write home about. I'm just gonna see if it flushes soon. The problem is it is respecting VWAP though. So I'm expecting it to do something that it hasn't done yet, break through VWAP. So let's see. There it is. There it is. I'm covering 400 shares here at 299. And then I'm just going to see what these other, I'll decide what to do with these other ones shortly. Oh man, this thing is tanking now. I covered some more at 292. And covering the rest at
Octo.
288. Okay, I'm out. Worked out. ULY. Ooh, came back a little pop. Okay, and I have locates on this one. I'll play this one again. What was the news on this one?
Octo.
Aren't they breaking news? Jeez, what? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm glad we avoided that one. Even if I don't get big wins today, it's a big win that we avoided that. But we didn't try to fight the trend. And we knew to leave Octo alone. Man, what a beast. Okay. Now I'm taking, oh yes, let's go. Let's go. I'm getting out here. 490 is on the ask. I just got out at the ask. Whew, finally some plays going my way. Let's see where I'm at. Okay, over 4 figures on the morning now. Man, it just felt rough though. Jesus Christ, I didn't realize I had an order sitting for RAPP right here. So I'm in 100 shares, 38.96. The ask is 38, so I'm just getting out. All right, I'll take that. Sometimes you get lucky. So I made $100 on that one, just being lucky. But I'm out. I probably should have stayed in it. Could flush more, but let me make sure I don't have any other orders I don't regret. So let me clear those. Okay. Weird morning. Yeah, I don't know why ULY is running, but definitely made some on that move. I'll take it. I didn't even look. Probably should have ULY. Yeah, I don't know why it's running. Yeah, this is a crazy move. And again, y'all know I like the, even when it's on a trend, when there's just like a parabolic move up like this, then there's usually a red candle to follow, but I'm not even thinking about getting an octo. No way. Got out of DUO too quick. Play this one pretty good because it's looking like it could bounce here. Yeah, nothing looks too exciting for me to enter right now. So I feel like this wasn't the best live stream because I made some money, but it wasn't very strategic. Just kind of got right place, right time. And I was in the wrong place, right time on a couple of these, but it worked out. That was dangerous leaving an order on RAPP where I did. It worked out because see, if I didn't notice I got filled and this thing breaks 40 and runs off, could have been painful. Make sure I already checked. Yeah, I don't have any more. No more open orders. Yeah, I don't even know where to leave it on right now. I guess we'll just watch Octo run. Maybe play XAIR. It tries to get back above VWAP. I'm not going to play a VWAP test on it, but if it tries to get above VWAP, test highs again, I'll play it. Octo back at 11. Looking like it's failing at 11 though. It got all the way up to basically 13. Wow. Please, ULY, give me one more chance. Yeah, that was a crazy move. Probably one of my bigger wins on the day. Good morning, Remy. Crazy critter. Retail longs were all on vacation last week or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but I didn't even play heavy last week and ended the week over 10K, 10K 200 to be exact. And I didn't even play heavy at all. So that was nice. Pretty stress-free. But looks like this week might be a little different. A lot of strong moves to start the week. Last week was a week I should have went heavier, but didn't play very heavy. Even Friday didn't go heavy with some of those fades. I'm not really sure why. I'll just be again. I don't know if this is probably not a compliment, but sometimes I'm just not in the right headspace to go heavy, and I'm kind of like that today. Got a busy. My W-2 is going to be crazy this week. Our retail stores did so bad over the weekend, so got a game plan for that. Mental bandwidth. So played small this morning, but $1,270 on the morning. Can't complain with. Because at the beginning, I felt like I was just trading so bad, but called XAIR, called ULY, so that helped. Crazy critter. As a long, I lost more last week than won. This week might be different. Yeah, that sucks, crazy critter. You're on here enough. You'll join the dark side eventually. Maybe I should have played the VWAP test on it, but not interested. No, I get it, bro. Just kidding. You know, if you can find success going long, more power to you, bro. I couldn't. I could not. Remy, I heard August is generally a hard month to trade. Yeah, I did pretty good though. But I trade. It's weird. I trade well when a lot of shorts don't do well, and then when everybody was banking in June and July, I was struggling. Like everybody in the group was killing it, and I shouldn't say everybody, a lot of people, majority of people having insane days. So I don't know.
Octo.
Jeez, look at Octo. This is a disaster if you're short. It almost scares me because I think about my old self, and I used to like to average up. I mean, I would have gotten out of this one at some point. But it does kind of give me flashbacks about how I used to love to just average up, and now I still average up, but it's a lot more strategic. But man, there's some shorts that got destroyed on these moves. Ooh. Good call, Saber. I don't know if you're still on, bro, but I know you're a short bias trader. Look at this. Oh yeah, this is account blow up type of stuff. We made the right call on XAIR though. It's just always you're never sure, because even there's a comment here that said, "Oh, this new," in the chat. Can't remember who said it, but XAIR about the news being good, FDA stuff, and it wasn't. But that's what scares me though. People will look at it sometimes and think trash news is good news. So even when your thesis is strong, you just can't be overconfident because we know it was all red on AskEdgar. We know the news was fluff. So played a little bit of a retest here and it worked out. But sometimes even with those things in your favor, they don't work out. But glad it worked out this time.
VCICU.
VCICW. It's just a warrants. It's only got 6,000 in volume. So. Oh my, remember how we were joking? Or I said, so we were joking. At $8, I was like, it would probably be a good long here, but I'm not about to dare enter here. I would have already doubled my money. That's crazy. And that was late. And the point is, I'm saying that was a late comment. Like it was at 8. I was like, still too nervous to try to take a long on this position. Now look at it. What in the world? Probably not a bad time now, but I'm not about to dare. I'm not about to dare get it right here. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Saber retiring today. I'm happy for you, bro. Seriously, good job. Because I'm not like, again, I made some money on long play today. I know some shorts are against longs and longs are against shorts, but play what the market gives you, bro. I'm happy to see you banking. I kind of want to play this one again. Just don't want to get in too early. Thousand shares, 307. Cutting quick if it gets over 311. Just in case it wants to move to test highs. But it's falling below 3. Let's see if it stays there. Like I said, tight stop on this one because I'll re-add closer to 333. 40 if it gets up there. So staying close to this one because I entered 1,000 shares, which isn't that heavy, but I think it could get up there and test high. So if it breaks over 311 and holds, I'm gonna just get out real quick. But right now I'm sitting good. So 1,000 shares. With my finger on the trigger, it holds over 310. And then I'll re-enter 330s or whatever. 335, 330. Oh. Man, XAIR doesn't know what it wants to do here. Like I said, I'm in at 306,000 shares. If it breaks above 310, I'm just going to get out and re-add, but it might get the flush here. Let's see. Here it is. Break. Nope. So this is more just like a risk versus reward. I'm willing to lose like 5 or 6 cents and re-add later if it gets higher, but if I catch the flush, I'm gonna try to hold it. You know, that's smart. I want to re-add up there to 320, 330, but I don't think it's going to get up there. Could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll lose a few cents on these shares, and then I'll re-add. Uh-oh. So I'm going to get out here. And then I'll re-add if it gets a little bit higher up. There we go. So I'm in 1,000 shares again. And we'll cut if it breaks a new high. Looking pretty strong though. Ooh, that one hurt. Probably fell below the grand. Jeez, that's a strong move. I'm still in it, but let's see what it does. I'm glad I cut that 306 entry. I'd be hurting right now. The reason why I got in at 306 too, probably some of y'all are confused with that entry. I thought it was just in case it failed VWAP. Sometimes it'll bust above VWAP, hang out a little bit, then fall back below it. But this thing's looking strong now. Added at 348, 1,000 more shares. I'm in 2,000 shares. A little thick, a little heavy for this one, but if it breaks above 350, I got to get out pretty quick. So I'm actually in the money right now by a couple cents because of the 340 ad, but probably should trim here, get back to 1,000 shares. I did it more just to move my average up, but I think it could flush here because it can't close above that level, but it might. Let's see. Trimmed 500 shares, so I'm sitting at 1,500 shares, just a little bit more manageable position. That was a 6K position, a little higher than I like to be, a little bigger than I like to be based on this setup because this isn't an A setup. And actually, as I talk through it, I'm gonna trim a little more right here. A couple cents in the money. Not doing it to secure profit, more just making my size appropriate for my conviction on this play. So now I'm only in 1,000 shares. So even though it went against me pretty hard on this move, it didn't hurt because I didn't realize any of those losses. So in 1,000 shares now, waiting to see if it flushes. XAIR is my number 2 long today. Good volume, didn't check the news yet. About my number 1 short, so one of us is going to be wrong. Trash news, trash fundamentals. Oh yeah, I was going to get, that's right, I checked. I got, look up the, let's see. They have warrants at an exercise price of $1.28. I don't know if that's old. Pretty nice recovery though. If it breaks over 350, BG, you might be the one right here. Still okay with where it's at, but I'd like to see a flush to view up. Have an order waiting at 313, FYI. I don't know why. I probably should lower it some, but I have it at 313. Maybe I get it here. Oh, I bet. Okay, here we go. Come on. Hit my, let's see. I covered some at 318, and then my other 1,000 shares, I'm waiting at 313. Bro, I bet. No, I totally get it. I hope you're wrong, BG, because I'm in it. Once I'm out of it, I'll root for you to be right. 3 rocket emojis. That's how it is sometimes. Stock tweets or twits or whatever it's called. Oh, it got down to 315, not 313. Let's see. Don't reverse here, bro. I mean, I did cover 500 at 318, but man, I wish I would have got out of all of them. Yeah, no, I hope you're wrong, XBG, but you might be right. I don't like it for a long, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm not a long trader. Cool. 313, 1 tick away. Oh, it hit it. So I'm out. I'm out. But yeah, no, it could be though, because to your point, BG, I mean, it's forming, it's looking bullish, but now not so much. But it's still kind of keeping a trend unless it flushes here pretty hard. Got out too early. Basically where I was. I'm still at $1,200 through all that chaos. I thought I would make more on it, but I got in too early, got stopped out, then re-entered and wrote it down. But I made $10 through that whole move. I was at 1,270. Now I'm at 1,280. Jesus. A lot of stress well, I wouldn't say stress, but a lot of mental bandwidth for $10. All right, now XAIR can do whatever it wants. It can be bullish now. Alexandru, I got a 3. Nice job, bro. You held longer than I did. Good job. From 321. Yeah, I feel like I haven't taken advantage of this octo still in attention, but yeah, I won't be there to figure it out. Crazy critter. I'm not playing market open yet. It could get ugly. It's gonna be hard not to keep an eye on OCTO though to see what it does. No, I'm not. I'm not looking to short OCTO. There's not a price it could get to that I'm really interested. There's not a move it can make for my criteria, at least. And there might be a good opportunity at some point, but there's enough red flags. My degenerate self, maybe 2023, 2024, me would have taken a crack at it, but it's just not worth it. I used to have that mentality. It's like, oh, this is the best setup. Like if I get this one right, I can make a lot on it. But you can make a lot on the ones that's not getting the attention too. So the risk with this one is, because what's scary about these at market open is if this one goes hard against you and it halts before you can get out, it could open $2, $3, $4, $5 higher than it's at. And that's happened to me many times, many times. So it's just not worth it to me. And it could halt down and you can make really good. But again, I'm trying to be less of a gambler, more of just like execute what works for me. So long story short, no, I don't plan on shorting it. There probably will be some people, and Tim Sykes will get on Twitter or X and make fun of all the shorts and do his little typical spiel, but I won't be in it. What do you do here exactly? I short small caps. Trash small caps. But I'm not in any positions right now. Is Tim a guru? No, Tim Sykes, he's a very accomplished trader. He's a very accomplished teacher. He's a very accomplished businessman, and I respect him for all those reasons. I just think it's comical because he'll get on Twitter after like big moves like this and like throw shade at all the shorts, how they're idiots for wanting to short something like this, and he just goes, it's a little excessive, I think, for my taste. So, especially it's comical because he started as a short. And I'll intentionally sometimes leave a comment in there like, didn't you start shorting? And other people do too. And you can tell it just eats him up. But no, he's very, like I said, very accomplished. But I just get annoyed when he gets on. I wouldn't even say annoyed. It's just like, dude, why you go so hard? Like, what short broke your heart? What short seller broke your heart? This seems personal. But he's a beast though. He's taught most all the good traders out there. Like if you look up most of the gurus, or like the real gurus, like that are actually know what they're doing, they trained under him. So he's good at what he does, but his Twitter game annoys me a little bit sometimes. But I'm sure he has his reasons for being extra with it. Yeah, it gets impressions light. That might be the whole reason, because he's a good marketer too. So maybe that's the whole reason he gets impressions. People like me comment on it. I'm falling for his trap. guys, like I said, I'm sitting pretty good on the morning, so I'm probably not going to force too much more. I'm waiting until 9 to see if there's a decent little pop, but I'm happy where I'm at, to be honest. So I'm not going to force anything. I'll see if there's any 9 o'clock pops here that I might be interested in. Is XAIR coming up again? Yeah, no, it's making another move up. So BG, you might be right. Who knows? This might take off too. Let's go, JT. Jealous. I wish I would have got in this thing. Especially after it broke 10 like that. Look how decisively it broke 10 too. Just, and that's the level I like to play too. And it didn't even acknowledge it. Appreciate it, Light. Yeah, I played through a lot of markets. I'm actually happy. I just feel like I didn't play very good today or trade very good today. So I'm definitely thankful to be green. Because this, y'all might have some fun this week, longs. What percentage of your account do you risk per trade? So I actually keep my account pretty small. Like right now, again, I know small is depending on how much you have, but for me, and compared to most people that live stream and have made what I've made, I keep my account very small. I have $32,000 in it right now. And I keep it between 25K to 40K. One as a safety net, just in case I get reckless. I have a history of being reckless in the past. Been pretty good this year, but I have moments where I just snap. Not proud of it, but it is what it is. So I keep, I don't want to keep a lot in my account. So I usually leverage about 2 to 5K per trade. So about 10% per trade. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not that uncommon for short sellers like myself to do that. And I usually get anywhere from like 5 to 15% return. Because like, was it Wednesday and Thursday? I had 3K days. So I got over 10% on those days. And then Friday I had a $2,500 day. So got about 10% return on it. But I keep it small on purpose. Yes, it's limiting. Like I totally get the concept of like bigger size, bigger wins, like scaling. So then, but I like the size I'm at right now. I got a lot of chaos in my life right now with my W-2s. I got a lot of real estate going on, got some other personal things going on. So I'm just not in the right mindset to scale up size right now. Because if I go heavier than I do now, I just notice my anxiety picks up. I jump out a little too quick. So I like the size I'm trading at right now. So I'm planning on sticking with it for a little bit. What was your biggest loss ever shorting? 76K? I lost 76,000. Then I lost 7,000 the day after, 2 days after that. And then I lost 25K a few days after that. Over 100K lost in less than 7 days. I used to trade a little bit heavier then though. But I got it all back within less than 3 months. I had it all back, but it was brutal. But I learned a lot from it. Talking about how I used to be a little bit more reckless. I learned a lot from that. So I'm glad it happened. I think it made me a better trader. And I got it all back and some. So But I'm self-taught, so I needed to learn the hard way. What was the reason for the big loss? Just being dumb. Like, so Octo is a perfect example. Jeez, it's still going. So imagine it pops here. I got in at like $3. Then it starts going up. Then I add to position, add to size, add. So I never cut. I just kept adding because 99%, or let's say 95% of them give it all back. So I just kept adding, and then finally I got to I blew up. And that's another reason I don't keep my account size big. So the worst blow up I can do right now is 32K before TradeZero liquidates me, and they'll probably liquidate me before I get to 32K. So the most I could technically lose now, roughly, I mean, if I shorted a Chinese stock that at 5 and it halted and went to 100, like obviously I could lose more, but for the sake of this argument, the most I can lose is 32K because that's what's in my account, because TradeZero will liquidate it. But yeah, I just kept averaging up. But like, again, like I still made a couple $100,000 that year. So it still was a good year, but I needed to learn that lesson. It was painful, but I still had a very good year. That was last year, actually, October. I have that loss printed on my desk, so I look at it every morning to remind me, don't be reckless. Octo is just a beast. It is a beast. Anything else moving at 9? If not, I might hop off a little early today. Happy where I'm at. The market, I don't think, is super favorable for shorting right now. So I'm definitely not trading market open. I'll probably be looking for some fades end of day, but I'm not going to force it. Depends on how the setup is. And for y'all that are new, I've kind of gotten away from trading the market open. Historically, it shows I play it pretty good, but the problem is, like, I consistently win, but I do take decent sized losses at market opens. And that kind of gets in my head for the rest of the day. And I'm trying to stay in a good headspace. So, and my job's insane right now. So I don't need to be knocked off my A game. So I'm going to skip market open and look back at the market around 2 o'clock. See if there's anything worth catching the fade. Can you give any suggestions to new traders how safe they can trade? Yeah, just be smart with it. Like I said, Octo, watch how I trade now. Like, cut losses when they go against you. Only, again, I can't give financial advice. I'll tell you what I do. This is educational purposes, but I cut losses a lot quicker than I used to. So I did have over a 90% win rate. Now I have about a 75, 80, and I'm actually proud of that. Like, that's still high, but that's telling me that I cut my losses. It's not that I'm not as good of a trader as I used to be. I just cut my losses quicker now. So if something goes against you and there's not a key level, you know, to add, because I will add up, but I'm only adding at like key levels now. I used to just blindly add. So if something goes against you, just get out and you can add back. You can get back in it later. But again, not financial advice. That's what I do. Don't want to get in trouble. Everybody's trading is different. So that's my trick lately. It's just, if it goes against me, cut, and I can re-add later. Because that's the only reason I blew up here. I was in a massive size. I was in a 6-figure position by the time I got, deep 6-figure position when I got liquidated. XAIR creeping back up. It is. I might actually play this. This might be the last play of the day. Got a little entry here at 335. Small entry, just because it was a previous level that I drew off. And then I'll add a little bit heavier up before 350. So I don't know what I just told y'all. Might have told you wrong. I got a 335 fill, 500 shares. There we go. Let's keep following. I don't like how, honestly, I'm being a little skittish right now, but I'm probably going to get out. Yeah, I'm getting out at 323. I didn't make much on that move, but I'm over now. I'm $1,320 on the day. I'm content with this, guys. I'm probably about to wrap up. Like I said, got a busy day today for my W2, so I'm gonna go ahead and start mentally prepping for that. So I'm out. Pretty good morning, and if you're in the Discord, I haven't even pumped the Discord group today, but I do have a free trial for the Discord group where I teach all my playbooks of how I short, my strategy, you know, sizing, things like that. So if you're interested, it's in the description. But on that note, if you're not interested, I'll be back tomorrow for live streaming. Thank y'all all for hopping on. Appreciate the likes and subscribes, and I'll be back tomorrow at 7. And longs, this might be your week. So hope y'all feast, at least on the ones I'm not in. So on that note, I will see y'all next time.